So we're recording. And hey, welcome, guys. I'm just glad that you guys could hop on our team call tonight. It's been a while, and I apologize for that. Life gets crazy, but I'm glad that y'all could come tonight. And I had, Christy and I had talked and just thought it would be a fun idea just with the excitement of Summit coming up. Can you still hear me okay? I'm hearing some static. Okay. Um, just with the excitement of Summit coming, that we could kind of talk about what you guys will expect and how you can kind of maximize and take advantage of that, whether you're at Summit or you're not at Summit. It's still a great opportunity for us as coaches. So um, I will have to kind of rework my call because I was going to kind of interview Christy first, but this will actually be my third summit that I'll be going to. I was very fortunate to attend the last two that were held in Las Vegas. So I just want to say that I'm just so excited, and I'm excited for you guys who are attending and for those of you that are about to witness what's going on via us. And so really that's going to be my first main point for you, that if you're not going to be at Summit, you can still be very much involved. And the ways for you to do that will be to watch our team pages, my page, and whoever your upline is, and Eric as well, because he's all of our upline, because we'll be sharing a lot of news and updates live from Summit. And you'll see things come at different points because we will be in trainings, and the way they're doing it this year, there's some different tracks. So some people I think we'll all be hearing the big news at the same time, but we kind of update as we're able to in the midst of the excitement. So if you have top coaches that you follow as well on Facebook, keep an eye on them too, because you will see a lot of great news and information coming your way. So, and here's Christy now. So I'm actually going to grab her and put her on the spot and unmute her. And Christy, welcome. I was just telling them how, whether they're at Summit or not, they can definitely take advantage of the momentum. And those that won't be with us should be watching their team pages to see all the great announcements. So, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. But first, Christy agreed to join us tonight as one of the speakers. And I just kind of wanted to actually do sort of an interview with her because this will be her first summit. And so I wanted to ask Christy to share with us what inspired you to go this year, what you saw last year that excited you, and what you are most excited about this year. So I'm going to give you the floor to kind of share.
Hey, y'all. Sorry I'm late. It's kind of crazy around here tonight. I think I put Brooke to bed 3 times already, so I won't be surprised if she walks through it. But I don't know. I think that I might have the same answer for like all 3 questions because, honestly, the first year I signed up, I didn't really know, what Summit was about or how important Summit was, that year. And then, last year, obviously, I had Trey, so, I was due to have him like any day, so I couldn't go last year. But just, even with me not being there, like, I was just so excited to, like, see y'all post, and, like, share your experience, like, just, I could feel the excitement even though I wasn't there, and, like, just seeing, the team together and seeing you, get together and all the stuff that you were able to do together and grow together as a team and share together as a team, just really, inspired me to definitely, put it on the agenda for this year. And just, just seeing like how much your business can grow by going, I know that, it's so beneficial to go and to hear from like the speakers and the leaders and, just learn more ways to grow my business and, to become a better leader, for my coaches. But also have fun, you get to work out with the trainers, you get to do some parties, and you get to, this year we'll be able to go see a little bit of Nashville. So just, I think being together with everybody and just the hype of it all, just for Super Saturdays, for instance, like every day, every time I go to a Super Saturday, like I just leave like so pumped up, and I'm like, I can just imagine like Summit's like 10,000 times like Super Saturday. So I guess that's, just, how I felt about it. Like I knew like it was a big deal in the beginning, but I didn't really know, and then just kind of watching. And then I really wanted to go last year, but it just obviously didn't work out. But one of my coaches, Barbara, was able to go, and she just told me, it's just such an experience. And, just to be there and to be, one of the coaches to experience it, like I just can't wait. And then, obviously to be there with you guys. So I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't believe it's just a few weeks away. So
Good. Yeah, great. And those are all great things. And definitely all of that is going to happen. And it is. There's just something so exciting about being together and being in an event. And, everybody's passionate about what we do. And we get to really share that together. And it's going to be like a big slumber party because we've got 5 of us piling into a hotel room. So that's a lot of fun, sharing bathroom space. And but you're really just on the go so much. We're pretty much there to sleep and shower and make our Shakeology, and then we are out the door. So it's definitely going to be exciting. So this year, we have some big highlights that we already know are going to be announced at Summit. And so this is for for all of us because we already know what's coming. So we want to be preparing now and taking advantage. We have the 3 top things are that Size is launching. We know, the new Size program. The Fix8 cookbook is launching, which I actually believe that may be hitting our stores the day before, but we will be able to get our hands on live copies at Summit. So that'll be exciting. And the new line of Beachbody performance products are launching as well. So that's another exciting one. And knowing Beachbody, there's probably another surprise or 2 up their sleeve. So I'm holding out for maybe a new Shakeology flavor, but that's just my dream. So we'll see. But just with those 3 things alone, we have a lot that we can build some momentum from now before Summit even starts. And then, as we're sharing when we're there, y'all that aren't there, again, we'll be able to see some pictures and, share some pictures that, we've shared to kind of build that excitement around your audience too. So let me ask you this, Christy, have you done anything yet as far as pre-promoting for any of those products that are being launched, and what have you been doing?
No, I mean, really the only thing I did was the little video that, we did kind of introducing that, but Brooke did with me. But no, I haven't posted anything else or posted anything about the supplements or, anything like that.
What about the Fix8 cookbook? Have you?
Well, I kind of threw that in, I think, with one of the posts that I did with, like a new challenge group. But no, I haven't really shared much about it on my page. Okay. I told Jennifer because like my computer is in our bedroom. And so like there's a lot of times I can't really get on the computer because either it's early in the morning or late at night where I want to do stuff. So I'm going to be moving it in here where my work computer used to be. Because I'm having to do everything on my phone, and it's just so hard to do some things on your phone, especially when you're trying to type a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get it moved in here. We meant to this past weekend. There's just so much going on with Brooke's birthday and company in town. So I just really haven't promoted a whole lot, but definitely, want to get some more, videos on there about Size and, about the supplements. So I'm excited to try, and I'm definitely going to be getting some cookbooks too. So
Good. Well, that's great. Well, I do have a couple tips for you guys of ways that you can, kind of start hyping up a little bit more right now. As far as Size goes, I think that's honestly really the big one. That's the one that we really need to take advantage of. And what I did today, I wanted to wait, you don't want to do it too far ahead, but I went ahead and planned my next challenge group, which, anyone is welcome to jump in as always, or you guys may want to copy this idea, and I'm totally fine with that. But I went ahead and set up a Size dance party and launch group event. Okay, so now we've got the event page, which most of you I think have worked with before. but that gives you a platform where you can really share and get eyes on and share more of the links and the videos and things that are going on. So, I basically laid it out and, said, this is what's coming. The launch is coming, but let's get excited now. And I was going to see if I could screen share here. Of course, I'm not going to remember how. There it is. Share screen. Let me see if I can pull up my event so y'all can see it. It looks like my Facebook is frozen. So here it is. And I just took one of the generic cover photos that's kind of floating around, and I did personalize it. So if you go to mine, you don't want to use my Tiny URL, because basically what I did is I had set up a Tiny URL that links them to the 30 days of free on demand, the free trial. So that way, again, you can take advantage. This is a way to marry Size and Beachbody On Demand and the preview workout of Size to kind of get people exposed to it. And I was bold, and I took a chance on this last year when the Fix launched, and I went ahead and set my start date for a week after Size launches. I'm banking on the fact that if you've got the event set up far enough ahead of time and you get people excited, you can get them ordering within that first day or two, so that they'll have their orders in time to start on the 27th. And Size is going to be a 4-week program, so I am going to do a 4-week challenge group. Usually I do 3-week, but this program is, it's perfect. It's not too long, so you can definitely carry it out. So in the description, I did share with them how they could try the free online preview and get signed up now, and then that's going to link them to me as their coach. So that's put in there as well. And if you need this, I invited some of y'all to it. So if not, if you need it, just let me know and I'll post the link. Now, my key always with events is don't invite people to my event. Set up your own, because I may lose track and I don't know if it's somebody that was referred by you, and I don't want to message somebody. So it's generally better to have your own event page. But again, if some of you want to hop in on this with me and we can all run the group together, I'm totally in for that. So, but what I'm going to do is I just set this up today. So I shared the Size video, and I'm going to, over the next couple of weeks before we leave, I'll share some of my own goofy Size videos as well as some of the ones that are floating around on Facebook that other coaches are doing, and Carl has that contest going. There are some great Size videos that people have really done a lot with. So this is just a good opportunity to pique people's interest and to keep sharing over the next couple of weeks before it launches and get them really excited about it. So that's something that I do recommend to you guys to consider, and it's a great way to have that next challenge group kind of ready to go. So I'm going to pull that off. Now, as far as the Fixate cookbook and the performance products, I'm not going to do a whole lot. I did promote the Fixate cookbook this month a little bit. I'm giving away a copy to everyone who purchased. I'm doing a drawing of everyone that purchased a Fix Challenge pack this month, because I had a group just start today. And so I will be drawing that winner on the 1st and bringing them a cookbook back from Summit. So that was the thing that I focused in on, the Fixate. But really what you want to do for that is go through and identify your customers that you already have that have been doing the Fix. And as we get a little closer, you're going to want to reach out to them and invite them to try the Fixate cookbook. Let them know, hey, I'm really excited this is coming out. Or if you want to wait until it does come out, but it just kind of gets that excitement building in them too. So, and I know Autumn had shared some of the recipes. So that's a great thing. If you have a page, there was a link to a PDF. You can actually go in and dissect those recipes one by one and share them on your like page, or make one and take a picture of what you've made and share it and say, I'm really excited. I got to try this new recipe from Autumn's cookbook, Fixate cookbook that's coming out. And then it gives people a visual, but of something that you made, and you can share the 21-day fix breakdown. So that's a great way that you can kind of start putting teasers out there. Just like we've been doing with Size, like Christy said, I think most of us have done a dorky video by now. And if you haven't, I challenge you to do
Jennifer.
it. Jennifer. And what I think what we need to do is us roomies at Summit need to do one together somewhere in Nashville. And we will have to post it. So you won't be alone, Jennifer. But if I can do it, I'm like the worst dancer. I have no rhythm. I've done that thing multiple times and I do not think I get any better. But that's when we get to put ourselves out there and show people, so it's okay to have fun, and do it. Brooke did it. She did it to mine, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That was great. So I think it's a good way to we can make fun of ourselves and have fun. And believe me, I'm the most like embarrassed. Like I do not, I struggle with kind of putting myself out there, and Beachbody has helped me do more of that. But there's something about Facebook where, we're on the other side of the computer, and I find it a little easier to step outside my comfort zone. So I challenge you guys, if you've not done one, if you do one, tag me, tag our other coaches on our team. That way you'll know that, we're there to support each other, and we'll give you some good feedback and comments too. And as far as the performance products go, that one I know we don't quite know as much about. I have a little bit of a feel just because I've been doing Body Beast for a while now, and Sagi has been taking them. Tony's been taking them. So you see people that are doing, that are more into like the lifting, who tend to use a lot of other supplements. But but there is something for energy in there. There is recovery, and I have drank the results in recovery, and I know some of y'all do the E&E. So I think we're going to see some overlap on some of those. But, specifically if you have clients that, have been doing P90X or Body Beast or even Chalene Extreme, anything that's more strength training where they may be using other supplements, when we get a little closer, those are people that you're going to want to target in on, especially to share and maybe message and just say, hey, I don't know, if you've been buying supplements at GNC or whatever, but I'm really excited about this new line of products. So that kind of opens that door for you to share and invite them in. And that one, I will admit I don't have as much confidence until we get there and get more training on it. But just kind of having that game plan in your mind of, kind of how you're going to approach it once it does come out. So, the biggest thing that happens, well, hang on, let me back up. I was going to go to after Summit, but during Summit again. So again, we're going to be posting, we're going to be sharing. It's going to be exciting. Just keep your eyes out, watch what's coming out and, what we're sharing. Like I said, one of the perks of being at Summit is you really can blow your news feed up with a lot of pictures and spam people to death. And I think we kind of get that right when we get to do things like that. I did it when we went to Cancun. It does give you kind of an opportunity, and people are excited. We post more than we normally would, those kinds of things when you go to those events. But it's okay for those of you that aren't there to grab something here and there and just say, I'm so excited. My team is at Summit this year, and this is what they're experiencing, and I can't wait to go next year. So two things I'm going to call you out on. Number one, if there's anybody on our team that has this inkling that you just feel, because that was Barbara last year. She was like, I just think I need to go to this Summit thing. And you have until tomorrow to pre-register for Summit. So tickets are still available. You can show up and buy a ticket. It's a little more hairy that way, but you have till tomorrow where you could actually go online and still purchase a Summit ticket. And we could actually squeeze at least one more in our hotel room, because we did have someone cancel. But so I'm going to throw that little challenge out. If there's anyone here that, you have just been kind of going, gosh, I wish I was going. I just wish I could make this happen. Maybe I could, then talk to me or talk to your upline and just, let's talk it through and see if you could make it happen. It would be a quick decision, but you would not be alone, and you would so be worth it for your business. So I'll put that plug in. But I do know it's late, and I do know, it takes planning to do these things. So we understand if you can't do that. So the next call is going to be to start now thinking actively about next year's Summit and making that goal. And there is a sense of urgency, because what happened last year at Summit is while we were there, they opened up the registration I think it was Saturday. Summit ended late Saturday night. I think it was Saturday they opened registration, because I remember sitting there on my cell phone registering in the middle of the general session, because they launched an incredible special. It was a $99 ticket, which is almost a third. I think it's like $275 full price. So it was a great opportunity to get pre-registered and know that you had a spot, because then we hit a point where there were no spots available. And Beachbody is awesome, and they worked wonders, and they opened up, a lot more space. But, Beachbody does keep growing, and our numbers keep growing. So I will encourage you to be on the ready to see us post that registration's opening for next year's summit, and to be ready to jump on that and just pull the trigger and say, I'm doing this. I'm making this commitment. I'm going to be there next year. We tell you be here a year from now. So summit's going to be a year from now. And what a greater way and a greater goal to work for than to know that you are going to be there for all that excitement. Because I promise you, when you see, what we're doing, and when Christy and Jennifer experience it for the first time, you're going to want to be there next year. So I am challenging you to that and telling you to watch, because I don't know for sure, but based on what happened last year, I'm assuming that we may likely see something similar this year, where they open up that registration early. So it'll be a cheaper price, and you'll know that you have your ticket, and then we can worry about the rest of it. You'll have a whole year to figure that out. And then the second thing that I'm going to challenge you to do, which is much easier, so you better do it. Our next Super Saturday is the Saturday after we get back from Summit. So you need to be there. You need to be at your local Super Saturday. If you don't know where that is, they will have a list of events in the back office. Again, if you're confused, talk to me or your upline. I know there's one up by Jennifer and the Raleigh area. There's actually two up there, I think. We are having one locally here. Ours is going to be a Super Friday this time. But find out where yours is, because they are going to go back over all those great announcements in more detail. So it'll be a mini summit for you. But like Christy shared, it's exciting to go to Super Saturday if you've not done that yet either. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see some live size workouts. I believe where Jennifer's going, they're doing a live size workout. So it'll be a fun way to experience that, and just to get with other coaches and get in on that excitement and hear the latest news, of everything that's been announced at Summit. Just be there. So you want to be at your Super Saturday. So I'm challenging you to get registered for next year's Summit and be at your Super Saturday, and make a size video if you haven't done that. So those are your 3 challenges that I have for you. And Christy, I'm going to go to you now. Do you have any other input on anything that we talked about that you wanted to share? Or?
No, just, exactly what you just said, the really, be prepared, because even last year, I remember Barbara texting me and saying the tickets are sold out. It was Sunday, and I was like, no way. I was like, maybe she's just talking about like the cheaper, ones. She's like, no, it's sold out completely. So I was just shocked that, from that, that fast, they sold out that fast. So, I was luckily able to get, on the wait list for the discounted price. But yeah, definitely, just if you're, thinking about doing it, definitely be on the lookout, and get signed up as soon as possible. And, definitely look for, Super Saturday in your area. They're so much fun. You just, like I said earlier, you just leave and you're just so pumped up, and like, you just can't wait to, get back and get going and sharing and, posting and, leading. And so, and I want to see some videos too. I know I need to work on a new video, but yeah, I definitely want to see some more size video on our team.
Good. Yes. And then we can share them if we're all making events. We can say, check out our team, made this video, and, have fun with it. I wish I was more creative. I was blown away by some of these people in their video. I think they hired like professionals, but I like to see the down to earth real ones, and seeing, Brooke up there doing it with you is great. And Meg Wazinski had one with her husband. They were kind of across from each other doing it. I need to try and get my husband to do it. I think that would be fun. So,
Yeah.
we get to have fun in our business, and, we get to be silly and put ourselves out there, and people like to see that, they really, really do. And I think it helps them
Yes.
connect with you more too. So,
Right.
yeah, good. Well, good. Well, I should have done this sooner, but if I'm going to unmute and we'll see if we get any static or not, and see if anybody has any questions really quick. So I'm going to unmute everybody, and we'll see what kind of background. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, that's not going to work. So what I'm going to do instead is, if you have a question, there's a chat box at the bottom. You can pop that open and type any questions in there. And if you are on the phone and you somehow can't get the chat box, I will share this recording in the team group, and you can go ahead and put any questions that you might have underneath it as well. And Jennifer, did you have anything that you wanted to share, or? Hang on, I'm going to unmute you. Let's see. I'm not doing very good at this. Are you there, Jennifer?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yep, I sure can. Did you have anything that you wanted to share with the group? You're going with us. What are you excited about?
I'm just excited to be surrounded by 24,999 other coaches, and see the coaches that I do follow, and that have just really started from nowhere, and then now they're 3 or 4 or 5 years later, multimillionaires, I guess. And then workouts with the trainers, I think, is going to be really cool, because we do it every day in our homes, but to actually be there live is going to be really neat. And then, of course, just spending time with you all, having some good girl time and being away and hanging out in Nashville. So just a lot of things I'm excited about.
Good, good. And did you have any other input? Have you been doing anything to promote or get ready, or?
I did run a special for this month with a 21-day fix being on special, giving away Fixate cookbook. So that seemed to be a really huge hit, seemed to really draw some interest to folks who have been following me and wanted to try the 21-day fix or a 21-day fix extreme. So they're getting a free cookbook. I have not done size video. I need to. I know. And let's see. The performance supplements I'm kind of excited about, because, I've been talking to my husband who, likes to lift and everything. So we had a little accident.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Christy and I have chatted about the next group a little bit, what we want to do. We're running us two and 2 other coaches, Lori and April, are running a challenge group right now. Some are Sizzle, and primarily a lot of folks are 21-day fixers. So we will probably chat soon about what our next group's going to be and what we're going to do. And, the size is a really great idea with it getting ready to come out and everything.
Good. Yeah, that's great. That's great. And like I said, if anybody wants to piggyback with me, if you're not going to do a huge size push and you just have some, we can always merge in as well, because I know sometimes it's hard when it's program specific. But I think we find, when Beachbody launches a new program, that momentum really kicks in. So it's a great time to kind of take advantage of it. So good. Well, look at, there's Brooke. Hi, Brooke. Your cousin just left, but good. Well, we're at our 30-minute mark, so I always like to respect your time, and I am going to hit stop record before I hang up on you. So hang on.